This means an awful lot to us, and it's wonderful to have all of you with us. It's great to see everyone again. It's been an awful long time. You know, like when I think about my mom, I mean, it was my mom and my dad. I have to say my dad because they were always together, you know. And but they always had open house, and there was always drinks flowing, and there was food to eat. If you wanted to stop by, I mean, you were going to be taken care of. And we had so many gatherings, so many get-togethers at our house over the years, and we had a great time. And my mom enjoyed so much of that. But if you remember, she was always moving, you know, she was always working, she was in that kitchen cooking, she was out there serving. And if you can remember my dad, you remember my dad's easy chair, you know, he'd be in that easy chair with the, you know, by the back sliding door, and he'd have a brandy in his hand, you know. And somehow, I don't know why, my dad got the impression he was living at a Marriott hotel. He really did. He really did. He thought he had 24/7 room service. And he basically did. He had it made. You know, my mom was just like, always just, okay, yeah. You know, no, he needs some cracker bread, he needs cheese. And, you know. So that's the way it was. But we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of company. And we did a lot of things. But the one thing is my parents never really liked to travel. You know, what they wanted to do was stay home. And they had their dog, and that was it. I mean, they're not leaving. And I hate to say it, I'm that way now too. I'm not leaving. I mean, I'm not leaving. I got my dog, and I'm staying home. But that's the way my dad's home were. So Lynn and I started taking them on vacations every year, and we got to do a lot of fun things. We went to Vegas a couple times, we went to Hawaii a couple times, we flew back to Washington, D.C., New York, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. We traveled all over the East Coast, and we did it together, and it was a lot of fun. But one of the things that I remember most that was important to me was when I started playing golf. That opened up, the golf opened up a whole level of communication I never had before with my parents, you know, because it used to be like I'd go, oh, I gotta call my mom and dad. What am I gonna talk about, you know? Golf. We started playing golf. We talked golf for hours, you know. And one of the best things was I took my mom and my dad, just the three of us, down to Palm Springs. I had a condo there on a golf course. We played golf all day. We rest in the afternoon. We barbecue at night, and we talk golf all night. And then next day we do it again. And we did it day after day after day. And it was just the three of us, and we had this fabulous time. My mom had this, I don't know how many of you follow golf, my mom had this huge golf swing like John Daly, you know? At the back of the head of the club would almost touch the ground on the way back. You know, and my dad and I, genetics, whatever, no turn, no backswing, just a little bit, and then a hit, you know? And then that was it. But she actually had a swing and could hit the ball further than both of us. So it was nice. We played a lot of golf together. We got to play a lot of golf with my mom, a lot of golf with my dad. I even got to play golf with Aunt Sandra. So we had some, and the thing I feel kind of bad about it was, you know, I was really a hack, you know, I was learning, but I never realized that decades later I was still going to be a hack. I just assumed that if you do something for 30 years, you're going to be great at it. But you know what I mean. Golfers, you know what I mean. It's a very humbling thing. Anyway, you know, when my dad passed, we started thinking about what's going to happen to my mom, and a lot of conversation about moving her from my sister, obviously. And that would be the best thing. But see, I know my mom. I mean, we're so much like, we're not joiners, see. We don't join anything. The last thing I joined was the Air Force in 1962. Yikes, you know, enough of that. So my mom never joined anything. So I said, look, if she's not going to go to this apartment building and go down and break bread with strangers, she's not going to do it. She's going to sit in her room and want her meal sent upstairs. And she's not going to go join a class. She's not going to do it. I mean, I know she's not going to do it. And, you know, initially I would think she was like, I can't get up in time for breakfast and that kind of stuff. Instead, she became San Luis Obispo's social butterfly. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. Who knew? Up in the morning early, getting ready. Can't wait to go have breakfast with my friends. And then the Tai Chi class, and then my exercise in the afternoon, and what other activities she could fit in, plus getting ready for dinner with her girlfriends and taking down a bottle of wine to share with them. And she loved it. She loved it. And I knew she loved it because she told me. She said, I love my friends, I love my apartment, I love my life. So, you know, at the end of the day, if you got some of that, pretty nice, right? There's just one other thing. She said, Dale, the thing I want besides this get-together is I want you to play Amazing Grace on the piano. I go, I can't do some Elton John. You know, and I could do, you know, Billy Joel. I mean, Amazing Grace. Yeah, you know, I love Amazing Grace. I go, okay, I'll get through Amazing Grace. And then I sat there and I thought, well, how am I going to do it? I got this great idea. I got a whole bunch of volunteers. They're going to drown out the piano man. I'll tell you that right now. So if everyone would start getting ready to help me do this song. Those are my great-grandchildren.
Oh, no, they're her great-grandchildren.
You'll recognize them, my children.
They're her great-grandchildren.
Graham's great-grandchildren.
Dad, they're her great-grandchildren.
My little kids, you got their birds.